Okay, I hope everybody can hear me. Good evening to the third day of the training program conducted by Sargakshetra. And today we'll be dealing with English grammar. There are different types of patterns, different types of questions for the English grammar pattern or the question paper we are dealing with, and we'll be moving on with the PPT. Once again, welcome everyone to Sargakshetra Academy's training program day 3. Okay, let's start. Okay, the first pattern, that is a spotting errors. That is first exercise. Before you start the exercise, I would like to instruct you that please read the question very carefully, as if you don't understand the first question, that is, it is not the grammar part, you will have to read the instructions properly to answer the questions, because since we don't have much time to go back to read what the directions are, it is not that easy for you. So read the directions or the instruction properly. So the first pattern is spotting the errors. Spotting the errors, exercise 1. If you have got any doubt, please give a chat in my chat box. No problem. Feel free to ask any kind of doubts. Okay, moving on. 4 parts of each of the following sentences are underlined. That is, in a sentence, there are 4 parts of words which are underlined, and one of these parts has a mistake somewhere. You have to mark only that part which has a mistake. Mind, you have only to identify the incorrect portion of the sentence and not to correct it. That is, you will get a sentence where different parts of the sentence, that is, words will be underlined, and you have to just identify or mark only the part which has a mistake. You are not asked to correct the portion. In case all the parts are correct, your answer must be E, that is no error. In case the sentence having 3 parts, that is A, B, C. Okay, we'll move on to the question, then you will understand. That is, see, the first question, that is, she is the tallest of the 2 girls. That is why she has been selected as the captain. As the directions are given, there are different parts in a sentence which are underlined. You are just asked to find out the error. You are not supposed to correct it. I hope the question is clear to you. See, she is the tall. Just making guesswork. Which is the part that is wrong? Again, I repeat. She is the tallest of the 2 girls. That is why she has been selected as the captain. If you don't have any kind of error, it is E, no error. If the first part is the wrong answer, which has got the error, it is A. If it is second part, it is B. Third, C, and fourth part, D. Okay. I hope you have got the idea of spotting the errors. Exercise 1. The answer is replace tallest by taller. That is the first part. A, correct answer. I'll tell you why. That is, tall is the adjective that is used to describe the 2 girls. When you use an adjective to compare 2 girls, it is, as you can see, it is in comparative form. So we used taller instead of the superlative form tallest. I hope you understand the first pattern, that is spotting the errors. No problem, no need to justify the answer. You just mark the answer, that is A. You get the correct answer, that is, you get the correct points. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. Again, one more exercise of the same pattern, spot the errors. If it is a first part, you can see different parts of the sentences are underlined. The students were taught that the earth moved round the sun. I repeat, the students were taught that the earth moved around the sun. The correct answer is replace moved by moves. So the third part is the error, that is when the general truths or facts are expressed in simple present tense. It should be in simple present tense. As you can see, the earth moved around the sun means it is not an action that is happening only in the past. It is an action that is a general truth that is happening every day. It is general truth or a fact. It is not an action that happens only in the past. That is why the earth moves instead of moved. The earth moves around the sun. So we should use simple present tense. So that's it. Spotting the errors. Next one, the third exercise. Myself and Gopalan will take care of the function on Sunday. Myself and Gopalan will take care of the function on Sunday. Please read the question properly and just think about it and just make a guess in your mind which will be the part which has got the errors. The right answer is, instead of myself, replace it with I. That's the first person, I. I and Gopalan will take care of the function on Sunday. No need to emphasize myself because reflexive pronoun is a part of different types of pronouns which is used to emphasize the subject. That is, you can see, which are the different types of reflexive pronouns. It are myself, ourselves, yourself, itself. These reflexive pronouns, the purpose of the reflexive pronoun is to emphasize the noun. So I don't think the myself should be emphasized there. So it should be replaced by I. So error part is A. Again, one more question. If I found ₹100 on the road, I will give a treat. These questions are very, very important. These questions are like if clauses. It is said like if clauses. One M in the if clauses is a short question. So I must say that you should have a very keen eye on this particular if clauses. That is, if I found ₹100 on the road, I'll give you a treat. Instead of I will, you should replace it with I would, just because the first part, that is the if clause, is expressed in simple past. So your condition also must be in simple past. This is considered as the second condition of if clause. There are different types of if clauses. Zero condition, first condition, second condition, and third condition. This is where you can see it is a type of second condition. You can see in the question itself, if I found itself is in past tense. So the will, past tense and the future tense, it is not right. So instead of will, you should use would, simple past. Okay, we have completed the first pattern, that is spotting the errors. Moving on to the next pattern, that is fill in the blanks. Just read the directions properly. The following questions consist of sentences that have a word missing where a blank is left. Obviously, fill in the blanks. The sentence is followed by 4 alternatives, one of which will be best suit the blank in order to complete the sentence. Fine, it is very simple. Fill in the blanks as it is. Okay, moving on. We'll just go straight into the question. When I was a child, I dashed to school every day instead of going by cycle. You have options: walked, have been walking, had walked, and have walked. Just see the tense of the sentence. Whenever for English grammar, whenever you do something, you have to understand what is the tense of that particular sentence. So, when I was, I hope you have some kind of idea. The correct answer is, it's very, very simple past. That is what. No need of making the things complicated with present continuous or present perfect continuous or past continuous. No need for that. Just simple past, because when I was a child, it is in simple past. So no need to complicate it. It is something that's happening in, especially not recent past. When I was a child, I go to school every day. So instead of, it is not something that is happening in recent past. It is that happened in her childhood. So it is what? Moving on to the next question. He ran dash. Option A, quick. Option B, so quick. Option C, quickly. And option D, so quickly. Just give it a try. He ran dash. I would say the correct answer is quickly. That is no need of a conjunction, so use just an adverb. In this particular sentence, you can see he is the subject, ran is the verb, and adverb is something that adds to the verb. Adding something to the verb, something that modifies a verb is an adverb. So mostly the adverbs end with an ly words, that is fastly, quickly, slowly, usually. So it is as simple as that. He ran quickly. Again. Next question. The new government took dash last year. Fill in the blanks with suitable words in the bracket. After, over, out, up. The new government took dash last year. So it is the new government took after. Just it is as simple, because it is like took after last year, just because it is something that took place in last year. I hope it is clear. Moving on, I would ask somebody to give an answer. Who can? Hardly dash left the railway station when the train arrived. Before answering, I would give you some clues. Don't worry. Just understand the tense of the question. And also, I will give a perfect clue. When two actions are happening in a sentence, I repeat, when two actions are happening in a particular sentence, you should use past perfect. You should use past perfect. Hardly dash left the railway station when the train arrived. Please unmute yourself and answer. Please unmute yourself. Feel free to answer, no problem. Please unmute yourself and answer.
Option C, he had.
Options. Option
C.
Option C.
Option C.
Yes.
Okay. No,
Option
it's not. You are. When I said it is past tense, yes, you made the correct guess. Just understand the sentence. Hardly he had left the railway station. Hardly had he left the railway station when the train arrived. Because there is an adverb just before. It starts with an. The sentence is starting with an adverb. Kanda. Hardly, it is an adverb. Instead of hardly, if it would be when. Okay, your answer was correct. When we had left the railway station. Suddenly the train arrived. Okay, that's the point. Don't worry, we'll go for the next question. No problem. I hope you understood. Just because the sentence started with an adverb. I hope it is clear. If you have got any doubts, please put a message in the chat box. Okay, moving on to the next question. Ordering of words in a sentence. This is the next pattern. Please read the directions carefully. In the following sentences, certain words are jumbled up so that the sentence has lost its proper meaning. For your convenience, each sentence is broken into various parts and each part is marked P, Q, R, S. There are 4 alternatives that follow the question's line. You have to find out the correct alternative, the order of which will provide proper meaning to the sentence. Don't worry, when you read the question, you'll understand. I'll explain. I know there are a lot of instructions. Okay. You have the first part of the sentence, that is reading books. There are different parts of the sentence. P is a habit, but also enlarges the mind, that is Q. R, because it is not only increases knowledge. S, which must be cultivated by everybody. Please, I would highly recommend you guys to take a paper and pencil just to jot some points down. Just go through the sentence again. Make a guess. Somebody, please. Which will be the correct answer? Reading books is the first part. Which will be the second part? Which will be the second part?
Is a habit.
Very good. Is a habit. Okay. Then the third, which is the third part?
S,
Which must be cultivated.
Yes.
Because
Very,
it is
very,
only
very good. Yeah.
because
Reading
it not
books.
only increases knowledge, because
Okay.
it not only increases knowledge, which must be cultivated by everybody. Option B, I think.
Option?
Option R. C.
Yes, I think so. C.
C is R.
C.
Option A, option B, option C.
Option C.
C, maybe C.
Option C. Yes, it's option C. I'll tell you the reason. Very good. At least you are putting an effort. Reading books is a habit, as you said. Then, which must be cultivated by everybody because it not only increases. Excuse me. Excuse me. Is there anyone? Which must be cultivated by everybody because, again, the sentence, because a subordinate conjunction is there, because it is not only increases knowledge, since not only comes, obviously, but also should follow not only. That is the reason. Reading books is a habit which must be cultivated by everybody because it not only increases knowledge, but also enlarges the mind. I hope you understood. Because it not only, as you can see, not only comes, then it must be completed with another but also statement, but also it enlarges the mind. And obviously you should leave the general topic, that is reading books is a habit. That should be the priority one. Then which must be cultivated. Then you are giving the proper reasons. What is the purpose of reading books? That is okay. Okay, moving on. Next one. Just give a try. The man is generally the one who can work very hard when he must work, who can play the most hardly when he has the chance. Somebody give me an answer. Is there anyone? A, B,
Option B.
Option D.
option
D.
Option D.
option B, then
Option D.
D.
B.
B. Yes. Just read out the sentence. Could you please read out the sentence as option B? Somebody, please. The girl who answered right now, please.
Man who can work very hard
Who can work very hard? Yes, the correct answer. Who can work very hard? Very good.
when he must work
Yes, very good.
is generally one
Yeah,
who can play most hardly when he has the chance.
very good. That is option B. What's your name?
Alina
Alina, where are you from?
Bharananganam.
Haranagana. Okay, Alina, that's a very, very good job. That is, the answer is B. Again, Alina, please read out the answer once again for everyone. Please read out so loud.
The man who can work very hard when
Very
he
good.
must work is generally the one who can play most hardly when he has the chance.
Very good. I hope you understood the question pattern. You will be getting a first sentence. You have to fill the rest of the sentence. You have to put the sentences or the phrases in order. That's it. Okay. We have seen ordering of words. Now moving on, it is ordering of sentences in a passage. Don't worry, I'll explain to you. Don't worry about the directions. Just go through the directions. The sentences of a paragraph are given in a jumble form as the previous question. The sequence of the sentence is so disturbed, it will be in so disturbed form, that is, it is so confusing that it cannot make a proper and continuous passage of the paragraph. Usually, there are 6 sentences in a question which are to be rearranged. The first sentence, this is a main important point. The first sentence and the last sentence which do not change their positions. That is, they will be marked as S1 and S2 respectively. All other 4 sentences in between S1 and S2 are supposed to be rearranged. These sentences are marked as P, Q, R, and S. After arranging the sentences so as to provide a continuity to the paragraph, tally the rearranged sequence with those of the 4 alternatives given at the end of the question. The answer found coinciding with your sequence is the answer. Don't worry, it's not that complicated. Just go through the question. S1 and S2, that is the first part and the last part, will be fixed. There will be no change for S1 and S2. I hope it is clear. That is, sentence 1 and sentence 2 are fixed. You will have to arrange P, Q, R, and S. That is, the P, Q, R, and S is in the format which is so confusing. It is not in order. So just go for it. The Dracula was feared by everybody. That is first sentence, no change for it. Some saw Dracula in a beastly form, but nobody ever dared to talk about it. It was famous for Draculas that they are blood-sucking creatures. However, nobody had experienced it. The Dracula fear will continue to haunt people. I will give you some clue. That is, give the general things at first. When we write a paragraph, it's not that we use the particular or the specific point at the very beginning. You are writing from the general part to the specific part. So, the Dracula was feared by everybody. Just come from the general to the specific, the inductive. Just keep in mind. Okay.
Ma'am, option C, RPQS.
RPQS.
S.
Somebody just read it out. RPQS. Read it. Could you please read it?
The Dracula was feared by everybody.
That is the
and
first sentence. Okay. Which is the second sentence?
It was famous for Draculas that they are blood-sucking creatures.
That is right. So the first one is R. Right.
Okay, and next one, but nobody ever dared to talk to it.
That is, you are saying it is Q.
Sorry, ma'am. No. Sorry, ma'am. I was used to tell P. Some are Draculas in a beastly form.
Okay.
But nobody ever dared to talk to it.
Which is the option that you are saying?
C. RPQS.
R.
PQS.
C, ma'am.
PQS. Okay, then.
But nobody ever dared to talk to it.
Okay.
However, nobody had experienced it.
Okay, is there someone who want to contradict this particular answer? Who has another answer? Is there someone?
Yes.
Option D.
Option
D.
B. Is there anyone who has got another answer?
B.
Who is
Option
that? Who is that? B. Option B. Who is that?
Alina.
Again, Alina from Varanagara. Please read it out. Please read the option B. First one is. Wait.
Dracula was
Before
killed by
that, I don't
everybody.
want to waste your time. I would say option B is the correct answer. Just option B. That is RSPQ. Alina, please read it in right order.
It was famous for Draculas that they are blood-sucking creatures.
Okay, that is the first one. R, as I mentioned, you should say that from the very general form, it was famous for Dracula that they are blood-sucking creatures. I guess everybody agreed to the first part. R, very good. What is the second one?
However, nobody had experienced
Yes,
it.
you just give a connection to the R. That is just give. It was famous for Dracula's they are blood-sucking creatures, but nobody had experienced it. That is the correct answer. S, R, S, then.
Some saw Dracula in a beastly form.
Then you are giving another general perspective, that is some saw Dracula in a beastly form, then.
But nobody ever dared to talk to it.
But nobody ever dared to talk about it. And the last part is the
Dracula
Dracula
fear will
fear will
continue to haunt
continue to haunt
people.
people. Yes, very good. So I hope you got the connection. That is the first part. It was famous for Dracula that they are blood-sucking creatures. You have to find out which is the sentence or which is a part of the sentence which is in connection with that particular concept. Obviously, it is the very next thing that however, nobody had experienced it. Nobody had experienced it. Since there is an it, you have to explain what is that it for. I hope it is clear. Again, you are putting forward another concept, that is some sort of Dracula in a beastly form. And again, it, but nobody ever dared to talk to it. It. I hope the concept is clear. Yes or no?
Ma'am, please
Yeah.
again repeat.
Yeah, you can ask. Hello?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Saurav.
Yeah, Saurabh, where are you from? Hello? Please unmute yourself and speak, Saurabh.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, again repeat.
You want the answer to be repeated?
Yes, ma'am.
Very sure. Okay, no problem. Okay, Saurabh, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the answer is option B. As I said, you should explain in a particular format. You should keep in mind a particular format, that is from general perspective to specific perspective. That is, the Dracula was feared by everybody. That particular S1 statement, that is S1 sentence is not supposed to be changed. I hope that particular part is clear. S1 and S2 are fixed. We have to rearrange P, Q, R, and S. Just go through P, Q, R, S. It was famous for Dracula's that they are blood-sucking creature. That is a very general thing that we hear about Dracula. It was famous for Dracula's that they are blood-sucking creatures. Then you should mention something that is related to that particular general concept. Even though it was famous that Dracula is a blood-sucking creature, nobody had experienced it. That is R, yes. And then you are introducing another concept. You cannot say, but nobody ever dared to talk to it. Just instead of that, you should introduce some sort Dracula in a beastly form. Then, but nobody ever dared to talk to it. Since that, you should always keep in mind about it. Whenever we say it, it is something that comes after a description. That is a thing.
Okay.
So the answer is R, yes, and P and Q. Saurav, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Where are you from? Where are you from, Saurav?
Ma'am, I am from Bihar.
Bihar. Okay. How are you? What's things happening around?
Yes, ma'am. Good. Lekin
Are you
ma'am,
safe and good at home?
yes, ma'am. I am present Delhi. I live in Delhi.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. My ma'am English week. There was so confusion.
Hear you, pardon.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, yeah. Tell me.
मैम मेरा इंग्लिश
Yeah.
वीक है इसी वजह से थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट हो रहा है
Pardon? Hello. Moving on. Next, we'll Saurabh. I hope you can hear. Then, question number 12. The same S1 work is worship. The S1 and S2 must not be changed. Then in continuation to work is worship, you should find out whether it is, but all do not understand this mantra. This is a mantra to a comfortable life. There are many who want easy money and easy life, but they don't realize that it is impossible. And last sentence, which should be fixed. There can be no replacement to work. Just give a try. Option A, option B, and option C.
Option C.
Okay, who is that?
Sapna, ma'am.
Okay, please read the answer in the order. Could you please read the answer? Option C.
Sure, ma'am.
Option
The answer
C.
is option C. Work is worship.
Okay, work is worship.
This is the mantra to a comfortable life.
It's the right answer. The Q, that is, this is the mantra to a comfortable life. Then,
But all do not understand this mantra.
very good. All do not understand this mantra. That is P. Yes.
There are many who want easy money and easy life.
Yes, correct answer. That is R. There are many who want easy money and easy life. Then,
But they don't realize that it is impossible.
yes, correct answer. So the correct answer is option C, Q, P, R, and yes. Very good. I would repeat. That is, work is worship, the general concept. And this is the mantra. You need something to describe it. This is a descriptive pronoun. So this is a mantra to a comfortable life. And the second one is that but. But is there. So before but, there should be some kind of argument we need to contradict. So but all do not understand this mantra. And then moving on, there are many who want easy money and easy life. Again, but they don't realize that it is impossible. Whenever subordinate conjunctions like but, so, not only but also, and all these things come, you should have some kind of argument in front of that particular sentence. Then only the usage will be in correct answer. I hope it is clear. We'll move on. Then, one more question. Dalip Kumar is a versatile actor of Indian cinema. When he performed in a few comedy movies, by now nominating him for the award of Actor of the Millennium, he is known as a king of the tragedy by many. He made it clear that he was not only a tragedy master, but also a hilarious actor. And the last sentence, which is not any kind of change, the Indian film industry did a great injustice to him. Okay, please take your time. Please, quick. Give me an answer.
Option D.
Option D. No, option D is not.
D.
No. Take your time. Please read the question properly. It's not D.
Madam, option C.
Very good. Please, it's
Option
the option
C.
C is the correct answer. Please read the sentence in correct order. First sentence, Dalip Kumar is a versatile actor of Indian cinema. Okay, option C. First sentence. Please read it
Option
out.
C.
Okay, read the answers.
Dilip Kumar is versatile actor of Indian cinema.
Yeah,
He is known as the king of tragedy by many,
very good. R, that
and
is he is known as the king of
and
tragedy by many.
he
Then,
made it clear that he was not only a tragedy master
hmm,
but also a hilarious actor.
yes, just
When he
because,
performed
okay, sorry, explain.
when he per- when he performed in a few comedy movies, but not nominating him for the award of an actor of the millennium.
Very good. So I
Hello,
hope,
madam.
yeah,
Option C. Option C.
yeah,
That's all.
very good. It is a correct answer. You can see Dalip Kumar is a versatile actor of Indian cinema. Then moving on, the very general thing that is he is known as the king of tragedy in connection to the previous sentence. And the next sentence must be he made it clear that he was not only a tragedy master but also a hilarious actor. Then coming on to the P, that is when he performed in few comedy movies, then it is by not nominating him for the award of actor of the millennium, and the Indian film industry did a great injustice to him. I hope it is clear. Again, you should please keep in mind that you should just keep in mind this mantra, general to specific. You should have some kind of connection between the sentence. Use just go through the appropriate conjunctions using this, it, not only, but also, but, and all these things have to be kept in mind while you answer this ordering in a paragraph. Okay, moving on to the next pattern, that is sentence improvement. The directions are a part in the following sentences is underlined, which may or may not be incorrect. Out of your answer choices, one may improve the sentence in case it needs improvement. You have first to read out the sentence in order to see whether it needs an improvement. Then find out the answer option, which when used improves the sentence. Mark the letter A, B, C, D of that option as your answer. Don't worry, you'll find it very cool when you see the question. Just go through the question. This is as simple as that. He spoke to me very friendly in the party. You should replace very friendly if it is incorrect. If it is not correct, you should replace with the options. If it is correct, you should just give the answer as B, no improvement. Okay, you have an answer? He spoke to me very friendly in the party.
Option C, ma'am.
Option?
Option C.
Very good. Option C, in a very friendly manner. Since
Madam,
you,
question not appearing.
pardon?
Madam, question not appearing.
His,
Madam, where is the question? We can't understand about the question.
the question is, there is an underlined group of words in the sentence. You have to look whether it is correct or not. He spoke to me very friendly in the party. Option A, in a friendly manner. Option B, with very friendly manner. Option C, in a very friendly manner. And option D, no improvement. The correct answer is in a friendly manner. Since friendly is an adverb, you need a very proper verb. That is, he spoke to me in a very friendly manner in the party. Moving on to the next question. Hard Days is his last novel. The last is the incorrect part. It should be
Option C.
replaced by
Option C.
Option
option.
C.
Is there any other answer? Option A, latter. Option B, latest. Option C.
Ma'am, option B, latest.
B, ma'am.
Option
Yes, correct answer is B, because it is like as latest, something again, you should keep in mind this latter, latest, and recent is just a verb that is used to denotes something happens in a very recent. Latest in the sense, you know, it takes much time to write a novel, so it's not that easy. Somebody can do that very often, so at least it takes much time. So you should understand the concept. It is not latter since there is no comparative. So it is latest, something that is in the superlative form of an adjective. So hard days is this, as you can use latest movie, latest book, or latest novel. I hope it is clear. Okay, next one. He always tries to do whatever his friend does. He always tries to do whatever his friend is doing, whatever his friend do, whatever friend has done, or no improvement. Give me an answer, somebody.
Option B.
Option B. Always tries to do whatever his friend do. No, wrong answer. Since friend is singular, it should
Madam,
be
Option
option A. Option A.
He
He always tries.
always. No, he always tries to do, because always is in simple tense. It is something that should be expressed. It is an habit. So whenever you express an habit, it should be in simple present tense. He always tries to do whatever his friend does. Then it is not present continuous ing form. Option A is wrong.
D, ma'am.
Yeah, exactly. Option D, no improvement. He always tries to do whatever his friend does. As simple as that. No improvement. The sentence is absolutely correct.
Present simple tense, ma'am.
Since the first part is also in simple tense, the second part must be in simple tense. Since his friend is singular, it must be followed by a singular verb instead of do. That's why it is does. Okay, the next question. Very, very, very important. Common mistake that people make. I need to buy new spectacles. A, spectacle. B, set of spectacle. C, a pair of spectacles. And D, no improvement.
Option C.
Very good, very good, very good. That's option C, a pair of spectacles. Just because it is a rule, that is, whenever you express spectacles or glasses, it should be mentioned that it is in pair. As it is, you can see it is duo form. It is not new spectacles. It is a pair of spectacles. Please keep in mind this concept. Whenever you mention glasses or spectacles, it must be expressed with a pair. A pair of spectacles. Okay, next one. The rose is the most beautiful of all the other flowers in the garden.
B. Option B.
Maybe B, ma'am.
Option B of all flowers.
Option B.
Option B. Everybody is mentioning option B.
Yes, ma'am.
Option B,
Option
madam.
C.
Option C.
Option C.
Then other flowers. Okay. It's wrong. Okay, I'll explain. The thing is, you have to understand what an adjective is. It is just because rose is the most beautiful, you should see the particular word, the most. When you use the superlative form of an adjective, I repeat, when you use the superlative form of an adjective, rose is the most beautiful flower in the garden. You are not comparing it with some other flowers. If you're comparing, option C must be the right answer. And most beautiful of all flowers, no need to do that. It is the most beautiful flower in the garden. I hope it is clear. One of the most beautiful. Whenever most means it is a superlative, and you don't need it. It is proximity principle, I would say. I don't want to complicate. Just because most comes, the thing must be very specific. It must be in singular. Rose is the most beautiful flower in the garden. Okay, next one. Passage completion close test. Directions are each blank in the following passage is numbered. Against each number are given 4 alternatives. One of these alternatives will be correctly fitted to the blank so as to complete the passage. You have to find out the word. You'll understand when you see the question. Cigarette smoking is dash to health.
Option D.
Injurious.
Is it option D? Okay, then
A, ma'am. Legal
Option
warning.
C.
option second one is option C. Could you please explain the word? Just mention the word to option B and C. It's not. Just make a guess. I'll give you the answer since there are different parts of the answers. I'll give you. Make a guess. I'll give you the answer.
That legal.
Legal warning.
Statutory
Warning.
Go for it. The answer is
Compulsory.
cigarette smoking is not. It is not injurious. It is dangerous to health. That compulsory warning is carried compulsory by all promoting cigarettes and all cigarette by all by all advertisements promoting cigarettes and all cigarette packets being sold. Of course, the print warning enough to render of negligible. Cigarette smoking, it is not injurious, it is dangerous to health. That compulsory warning, it is compulsory by all advertisement promoting cigarettes in all cigarette packets. Of course, the print of warning is to render of negligible. You'll understand it since it is a large part. You need to take time and you understand the question. Just go for this one. Indian women have through the ages has been dash to the 4 walls of the house. Home and dash have been considered to be someone born of a dash life after the Vedic age with dash of Indian society, the status and dash of women to underwent a rapid dash. It came to be believed that women was awakened who needed the protection and shelter of a father, husband, and son. You need, I guess, you
Madam,
need.
first option B, Indian woman has thought the age has been restricted
It's
to a
not
4 walls.
restricted.
Option B,
It is not
Confined.
restricted. It is confined to the 4 walls because it's since a 4-wall concept are there. It is confined, not restricted. They have been doing it for ages. So it is confined. Very good. Next one, home and dash have been considered to be someone. Home and
Kitchen.
please. It's not kitchen because kitchen is part of the home, so it is already mentioned.
Hearth.
Hearth is a fireplace. Very good, very good. It is hearth. Just go through home and kitchen is
ma'am,
home.
meaning
Pardon?
second question, option B, no, madam. What is the meaning?
Hearth is a fireplace inside the house where you have a fireplace where you burn things out. That is the thing. Home and hearth. This is happening. You can see this is happening in recent. This is all about the recent thing. Very sorry. It is about the past thing. So it is a hearth is a common thing that you can see in the domestic houses at that point of time, where home and hearth have been considered to someone born of a dash life. Whose life?
Woman's life.
Yes, women's life. It is as it is. Women's life. Then after the Vedic ages, with the degeneration of Indian society, the status and fifth one, that is role of a woman to underwent a rapid That is C, deterioration. That is something that is being deteriorated. A rotten apple, and so you can connect that deterioration with a rotten apple. So it came to be believed that women was a weakling who needed the protection and shelter of a father, husband, and son. You need to read it out. You will have a question like this where, see, each blank in the following passage is numbered. Against each number are given 4 alternatives. One of those alternatives. Mostly this part is dealt with vocabulary, especially the meaning of the words must be properly grasped and understood. Okay.
Enough checks.
Okay. The following questions. One second.
Screen not appearing.
Yeah, the screen will appear now. The following questions consist of pairs which are related to each other one way or the other. Each pair is followed by 4 pairs of words marked A, B, and C, and D, which comprise the answer the pairs. Find out an answer pair, the same relationship as the question pair. It is so easy.
Ma'am, your voice
Not
is
appearing,
Okay, just
madam.
read the question.
ma'am, your voice
It
is
will come now. Wait, one second. Can you see right now? It is,
Not
I guess it
appearing,
is some
madam.
kind of net connection issue. Is it appearing now?
No, ma'am.
No, madam.
And ma'am, your voice is also breaking.
I'll
appearing,
dictate you the
madam.
question. I'll dictate you the question. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Okay, ma'am.
Oh, okay. It's not complicated. Don't worry. It is some kind of analogy. That is analogy. You have to analyze the words given. The question is cat and mouse. I hope it's clear. Cat and mouse. You have the option which is in relation. You just find out horse, stable, trap. Option B, trap and cheese. Option C, bird, worm. Option D, lion, cage. Which is the correct answer? The question is
Option C,
cat.
bird and worm.
Very good, very good. That is the question is, I'll repeat to others. The question is cat and mouse. You have to find out, as you said, the answer is bird and worm. What is the relation between these 2 pair of words? Please tell me.
Food, ma'am.
Prey and predator.
Yeah, it's prey, obviously, food. Because horse stable is a place where horse stays. So it not be the correct pair. Trap and cheese is again are some kind of things that used to prey to or catch some kind of animal. So it is also not in correct answer. So lion, cage, again, lion and cage is also not in the same pair, which is the same pair is in connection to cat. Cat's prey or food is mouse. Right. So in the food chain, cats, food is mouse. So likewise, birds, food is worm. WORM, worm. Again, please, one more question. Room, house. This is a pair. Room and house. So please, I'll give you the options. Bedroom, kitchen, option A. Option B, cabin, ship. Option C, chair, room. Option D, sitting room, drawing room.
Option C.
Option C.
C, ma'am.
Option C is
Option C.
option A is bedroom and kitchen. Option B is cabin and ship. Option C is chair, room.
Option C, madam.
Option B.
C, chair and room.
Cabin and ship.
Option C, chair and room.
Once again, I want this to be correct. Room is right.
Your voice is breaking, ma'am.
Ma'am, your
Hello?
voice is breaking.
Your voice is breaking, ma'am.
I guess then some kind. Very sorry, some kind of network issue. Is it clear now? Hello.
Yes, it's
Hello.
clear now.
Yes,
Okay.
Clear
I'll
only,
tell
May
you.
you know the answer, ma'am? The last question.
Can you repeat
Room
it,
and
ma'am?
house. Room and
Okay.
house is. I'll part of a house, right?
Got it.
House consists of different types of room, so you have to make that kind of analysis. Bedroom, kitchen are the different parts of a
Cabin.
house, so it won't be the correct answer. The correct answer is cabin and ship. Just because ship consists of different cabins, like a house consists of different rooms. That's a connection. And majority of you said the answer is chair or room, because just a chair is just one single part of a room. So you should, I hope you understood the analogy, like room
Yes,
and
ma'am.
house and cabin and ship.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Badminton and court. Next pair is badminton, court. And you have the option A, hockey stick, hockey and stick. Option B, cricket and then bat. Option C, skating and rink, R-I-N-K. And option D, football and golf. I hope you understood the question. Badminton and court. Badminton is a game
C,
which is
ma'am.
played in the court.
Option C.
Very good. It's option C. Obviously, skating is a game and it is played in a rink. Other than hockey is a game which is played using stick. Cricket is a game which is played using bat. Football is a game which is goal is a part of it. I hope you understood the analogy. One more simple question. Traffic and road. So the option A, aeroplane, aerodrome. Option B, routes, tree. Option C, blood, veins. Option D, car, garage. So the main pair is traffic, road. Traffic is something happening in the road. Aeroplane, aerodrome, routes, tree, blood, veins, car and garage.
Option A is aeroplane, aerodrome.
Option A, aeroplane can be seen in aerodrome. Traffic is something that cannot be, it is just created. It is not an object as it like aeroplane. Do you think so?
Option
D, ma'am.
C.
Option D.
Option C.
Option C is the right answer because blood is flowing through the veins as
Veins.
traffic is flowing through the road. It is not an aeroplane. Route is one of the major part of a tree and car is being parked or repaired in a garage. I hope you understood the differences.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next question is the last pattern, that is a paragraph comprehension test. That is, I hope, can you see the PPT?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
You can't see
madam.
the PPT. Okay, I hope I'll just give an explain. I'll just explain the sentences. Okay. I know this is tough.
Okay.
This is not easy. I know, very hard. Even I am trying very hard. It's not easy. I can understand. Since anyway, we are into this, we have to try as much as we can, right? Okay, I'll read the paragraph. That is, this one is a paragraph comprehension test. You have come across this several times. I'll give you the direction. This is one of the very easy directions I have come across in this. Study the paragraph and answer the questions that follows. As simple as that. Study the paragraph, read the paragraph, and answer the question that follows. Please make sure that when you read or when you do this particular type of question, read the paragraph thoroughly before looking into the question, because we have a tendency to look into the question first and try to understand, try to find out the answers in the paragraph. That is ultimately wrong. Like the test, like this complicated test, you won't be getting a direct question and answer in the paragraph. So you have to understand it first. That is a major rule. Whenever you read the paragraph, you should read it very slowly and you should understand it and read. Okay, once again, I'll read the paragraph. India is not, as you may imagine, a distant, strange, at the very utmost, a curious country. India for the future belongs to Europe. It has its place in the Indo-European world. It has its place in our own history and in what is a very life of history, the history of human mind. So we are talking about the history of human mind. You know how some of the best talents and noblest genius of our age has been devoted to the study of the development of the outward or material world, the growth of by the earth, first appearance of the living cells, their combinations, the differentiation leading up to the beginning of rational thought in its steady progress from the lowest to the highest stages. As in that study of the history of the human mind, in that of ourselves, of our true selves. India occupies a place, listen, India occupies a place second to no other country. India occupies a place second to no other country. Whatever sphere of the human mind you may select for your special study, whether it be a language or religion or mythology or philosophy, whether it be laws or customs, primitive art or primitive science, everywhere you have to go to India, whether you like it or not. Because some of the most valuable and most instructive in the history of man are treasured up in India and in India only. So this is a paragraph. I know it is not that easy for you to answer, but I'll help you. In what field of human endeavor has India surpassed the rest of the mankind? In what field of human endeavor has India surpassed the rest of the mankind? Option A, materialism. Option B, industrialization. Option C, in study of history of human mind. Option D, in games and sports.
Option C.
In study of
Very good,
history
very
of
good, very good in the study of history. I'm so happy at least you listened to it properly. Thank you so much. Okay, the next question. It's the right answer in the study of the history of the human mind. What positions does India occupy in the study of the history of the human mind? I repeat, what positions does India occupy in the study of the history of the human mind? First place, third place, no place at all, second place.
second place.
Second place.
Second place.
Again,
Second place,
I'll give you a clue. India
First place.
occupies a place second to no other country.
First place. Option A.
First.
First place, miss.
Very good. The correct answer is first place. Very good. The correct answer is first place, because this is the thing, you have to find the concept in between the lines. Usually be treated as it is. India occupies a place second to no other country. It means obviously the first place. And the third question, philosophy means. What is philosophy? Philosophy means, first option, what is philosophy? That is a question. The study of the political systems. B, study of stars and cosmos. C, the study of human mind. D, the study of systems of thought about soul, etc.
Option C.
Option C, study of human
Option C,
Option C.
study of
Study of?
human mind.
Human mind.
I'm speaking about philosophy, not psychology.
Option D.
Yeah.
Political.
Option D.
It's not political systems. It's not political. Philosophy is not about political systems. It's not about stars and cosmos. And the study of human mind, it is easily deceiving, because study of human mind is psychology. And obviously the answer is philosophy means a system of thought about soul. It's okay. Then the last question, yes, that's it. We have finished. Repeat here. Okay. The thing is, and the landline connection has lost unexpectedly. Sorry for the inconvenience. No problem. I'll send the notes to the Sargakshetra Academy. Tomorrow you will get the notes through WhatsApp. Is that okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
No problem. The notes will be, the notes. I
Okay,
can
madam.
Oh, I can understand. I just wanted to sum it up. I just wanted to give the patterns once again. The questions will be different. As you know, the question just is just a sample of it. Just a gist of it, I must say. This is not it. You must go through the pattern. As we discussed, the first pattern is all about spotting the errors. Spotting the errors, where you will have different parts of a sentence. It will be underlined. You will have to find out the errors in the sentence. You are not asked to justify your opinion. Just replace the answer, or just click the option.
Okay.
I hope that thing is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you, madam.
We are getting screen, ma'am.
Now we are getting screen. Madam? Madam, now we are getting screen.
Have you got any doubts? Please feel free to ask the doubts. Okay, no problem.
Madam, one doubt, madam.
Yeah.
Madam, one doubt. In spotting errors, you told that will, would, that one you have to use. You have to use in past in spotting errors.
Yeah.
Spotting error. First slide, I think first, second question or third question, you told that about the will and would, where we have to use in past or in future. Actually, will and would will be used in future, no, madam.
Yeah, will and would will be used in future. But this is a simple past. That is, it is said that there are different kinds of conditions. You know, there are different types of if clauses. This is an if clause. Hope you understood that. Hello?
What, madam?
This is an example of if clause. Okay. So the rule is that
Okay.
this is something happening in past.
Okay, madam.
Okay. So we cannot use something
13-ാം തീയതി
would.
കൊണ്ട് നെറ്റിന്റെ എക്സാം കൂടെ കഴിയുമല്ലോ.
Okay, this is something that is happening in the past. So this is just an if condition. Don't think that this is if clause. If clause means you are giving a condition so that you can satisfy the if clause. If I found, it is not sure that he found rupees 100. If I found rupees 100 on the road, I would give a treat. That is, I would have, it is not sure that I will, in the sense, something that cannot be satisfied. So, if I found rupees 100 on the road, that is in, very sorry, one second. Okay.
Ma'am, your mic is.
Ma'am, your mic is turned off.
Yeah, it's now on.
Okay, madam. Okay.
Okay. Just to understand the purpose of would. Would is also used to denote some kind of things that is happening in past where I would go to church on all Sundays in my childhood. There you can use would. I hope it is clear. So if I found rupees 100 rupees on the road, instead of will, it will be would. That is simple past tense. The both if clauses in simple past tense, so the condition must be also in simple past tense. Is there any other doubts? I hope the adverbs concept is clear. You should always keep in mind the ly words, or always the ly words that is always used as an adverb. Adverbs usually end with ly. Then comes the phrasal verbs. I hope it is clear. Phrasal verbs. Phrasal verb means look after, took after, went into. You have two set of words where you combine these two set of words and another meaning will be used. You have to go through different phrasal verbs, a completely different meaning. The new government took after last year. It doesn't mean that the exact word of took after. Another different meaning, that is take in charge last year. Likewise, I'll give you another example. Look after. I looked after my grandparents. I took care of. It doesn't mean that you were looking your grandparents literally. So phrasal verbs, this is one kind of example, that is phrasal verb. Again, as I mentioned, when two actions are happening in the past, one must be simple past and another must be past perfect, that is had. Very, very important concept. Then comes the ordering of the words in a sentence. That is reading books from general to very specific. Very, very. You should have a general perception about things. Reading is a habit, then you should come, which must be, which is a relative pronoun which connects the sentence. Reading books is a habit. But not only, but also. Then again the same pattern. Then ordering of sentences in passage. I hope this one is clear. S1 and S2 are fixed. No change for sentence 1 and sentence 2. You have to understand the pronouns used, especially it. You should have a description or a concept just before it. Then again, the conjunctions or the coordinators, this, but, there are, introducing a new concept, there. Dalip Kumar is a versatile actor of Indian cinema. Again, he is known as the king of tragedy by many. And you should keep the connection sentence. He made it clear he was not really tragedy. Then that's the thing. You should have a very, concept in that is an introduction of particular sentence is being in that particular paragraph. You should keep in mind the connection between those sentences. Sentence improvement. A particular phrase will be underlined. You will have to replace it with the correct word, friendly manner. Then, adjectives, I hope you remember. Comparative and superlative. Adjectives is something that is used to describe a noun. Please do keep in mind whether adverb is something that is used to describe a verb. In addition to a verb, that is adverb. In addition to a noun, that is adjective. Describing or modifying a noun is an adjective. So adjective are of different types, comparative and superlative. You know that. Good, better. ER words must be comparative. Comparing with two things, you should use comparative form. Superlative is a superlative, latest. Just keep in mind, ER, comparative, superlative, S for superlative forms. Add EST, most, latest, best. All these are the superlative forms. Then he always tries to do whatever his friend does. No improvement. Please keep in mind the concord. We will say this in English as concord, subject verb agreement. Always the subject must agree to the verb. That is, when the subject is singular, the verb must also be singular. When the subject is plural, the verb must also be plural. I'll give you a very simple example. That is, cow gives milk. Cows give milk. When the subject is singular, that is cow, the verb must be in single or the singular form, gives. S form must be added. When the subject is plural, cows, the verb also must be plural without the S form. So he always tries to do whatever his friend does. He tries. He tries, that is subject. He tries is the verb which is in singular, and friend singular, does. Instead of do, it must be does. Then comes spectacles, a pair of spectacles. Always when you mention glasses and spectacles, it must be a pair of spectacles. Then rose is the most beautiful flower in the garden. When you use a superlative adjective form, no need to compare it with other. When it comes other than or for flowers, you are comparing. No need to express it. When rose is the most beautiful flower means there is no comparison in with rose. It is the utmost beautiful thing. So most, when it the principle is when most is being used. Okay, rose is more beautiful. The white rose is more beautiful than the red rose. There you can use than or of all other flowers. When most comes, it is a superlative form of an adjective. Then comes a passage completion close test where the vocabulary, word meanings must be correct. Don't just confuse with the word meanings. Okay, also the concept. Then comes the analogy. I hope from this onwards the slide was missing. You can please fastly go through the slide. Cat, mouse, I explained it. Bird, home. Room, house, it is cabin and ship. Badminton court, it is skating and ring. Always keep in mind, find out the relation between the pair of words. Then go to the options. Traffic and road, aeroplane, aerodrome. It is not the correct answer. Road, street, just no. Blood is something is flowing through the veins, like traffic is something that is flowing in the road. Then comes a paragraph comprehension test. Study the paragraph and answer the questions that follows. See, this is the paragraph and we have answered it. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
These are the different types of questions that will be coming for the IBPS test. Spotting the errors, just go through the questions, just understand it, and do as much as questions as you can. That is the only thing that you can jump this thing through. You should do as much as questions as possible.
Madam, can you
Thank you.
technique about synonyms and antonyms? Can you tell me techniques for synonyms and antonyms?
I can do that in the next class. If you wish, no problem. I can do that. Synonyms and antonyms. A quick suggestion is synonym is a meaning that is similar to a particular word. That is synonym. Antonyms is a word that is just opposite of that particular word. Antonyms, antagonist, that is protagonist, antagonist. Protagonist is the central character, that is a synonym. Protagonist means the central character of a novel or a film. So that is the synonym, where protagonist, antonym is antagonist. I can do if you want for the next classes, no problem. So that I'll wind up today's section. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Tomorrow you'll have the section on 6 o'clock, the last day of your training.